Hello, everybody, and welcome to the premiere for Secrets Beyond the Suns, an Invisible Sun campaign. For those of you who are new and have never played Invisible Sun before, Invisible Sun is a surreal-like setting and system created by Monty Cook Games, where we follow Weasley, who have just returned to the actuality, the actual real world. First things first, let's go around and introduce ourselves and who we will be playing tonight along with your character sentence. Hi, I'm Mare. I'm the GM and literally playing everybody, but that's not these four. Let's start with Seth. You're top left on the overlay.
Oh, am I? Okay. Hi guys, I'm Seth. I will be playing Zephyr, a stalwart Stormheart of the Weavers who weaves stealth with sorcery.
And then, Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Alondra, an iconoclastic Ardent Order of Goetica who uses Nightmare to fist.
Abby.
Hi, I'm Abby, and I will be playing Farideh. Farideh is an eremitic ardent apostate who breathes runes.
And last but not least, Gonah.
Hi, I'm Gonah, and I will be playing Karosael, an established stoic of the Order of Makers who turns tales into reality.
So, I don't see any reason why to dilly-dally. I think we should get right into the game. And with every game of Invisible Sun, we start off with a Sooth poll from the Sooth deck. The Sooth deck is a narrative device as well as showing the weaves of magic as the invisible shines down upon the actuality. And tonight, on the Silver Sun, the sun of beginnings and creation, which is quite perfect for a new game, the Crowded Tomb. Value 1. Secrets, ravens, books, and flame. Meanings. Endings, despair, and completion. The tomb lies at the end of all stories, the reward for the greatest monarch and the lowliest beggar. Of course, the tomb is crowded. It grows more crowded each day. Mourners crowd around the tomb, but is it even more crowd within? So many deaths and so many endings. Crowded Tomb is a location card of the Secrets family, and thus represents a permanence or is related to a physical place. This means that the finality that it represents probably occurs in a specific and significant location. If you are a gallant, which I don't believe anyone in this party is, you have a +1 to all your adventures. Pale magic is enhanced and green is hindered. We start our story in the city of Saturnine, the city of notions and truth underneath the indigo sun. Our story takes place in a little pocket dimension called Fartown, the Weasley district. And inside Fartown, there is a nightclub full of music called the Benighted Song. The Benighted Song is dimly lit, with casual customers lined up at the bar. It has just opened, and it is open mic night. We have a private booth with 4 to 5 young Weasley weavers. Zephyr, what are you doing tonight?
The same as any night. I come here to meet up with my friends and we sit in a designated corner. We smoke. We drink our coffee black. We enjoy the music. And we, what is it they used to say in Shadow? We vibe.
Your weaver leader is just arriving. You know her as Maeve. She is a 5th degree weaver of your cell. And you feel her first because she climbs over the back of the seat, sliding into the booth, one of those large circular booths. And just one arm is like wrapped over the back. You can tell it's her because she wears earrings made of flame, but her appearance is ever changing. She goes to the changeries a lot. Today she has a very bright, vibrant green braid, French braid, going all the way down to the nape of her neck. Dark skin. Similar piercings to you. A lot of piercings, couple eyebrows. You ready tonight? I hear we got a great lineup. I heard Summit got a lot of very good entertainers tonight.
I'm sorry, did you steal my look?
Inspired.
Okay.
The highest form of flattery is imitation.
Yes, if for those who are not creative. You can be, okay, fine.
I'm just
you
trying
heard
to
correct.
say, I'm just trying to say that I think you're pretty.
Okay, interesting choice of words and opinion. In any case, you're correct, about tonight and the music, although I don't really pay attention to the music here.
Oh, so you don't listen when, Farideh sings?
Of course, you can't not pay attention when Farideh sings, but, for the most part, it is, this place is habit. You know this. It is the same for you.
True. Where else am I gonna get free coffee and not be bothered?
Exactly.
She does pull out a cigarette. Kind of like lights it on her earrings. Do you need one? Do you need a cigarette?
Oh, yes, please, if you don't mind. If you're offering, I will always take one.
And she'll hold out her pack of cigarettes to you. It kind of gives you a... these cigarettes are very similar to emotion leaves, where you kind of feel a specific emotion. And this is just kind of like calming, euphoria type emotion. Do you need a light? And she kind of holds out one of her earrings to you.
Don't mind if I do. And Zephyr will take one of the cigarettes, light it on this flamed earring, kind of narrowing her eyes as she does so, like, why are you so extra? And
she's extra.
Just take a couple puffs and settle into that feeling.
She also waves over to the bar, looks at the entire cell. It's like, I think like 5 or 6 of you. Can't remember, it's 5 or 6 before or after Farideh, so you tell me.
I think it's 5 now.
Makes sense. Round of drinks, regular?
Yes, of course. Yes, my usual. They know it thing.
And she just waves over to the bar where Summit, a lacuna, who, when you look at them, is just a cutout in reality, showing to a snowy mountain range. Kind of nods. It's hard to tell when lacuna nod because it's literally just a silhouette. But he starts getting y'all's drinks ready. Alondra and or Karosael. Who shows up next?
Karosael probably shows up next, and he's holding like a bunch of papers and a book, and he's just arriving, and he's kind of out of breath as he arrives there.
The outside of the Benighted Song is located just like in a side alleyway of the streets of Fartown. You have to go past all the ever-changing leaves of the trees of the streets because it's always autumn in Fartown with a brisk breeze and chill in the air. But as you approach the entrance of the Benighted Song, you do see a very large moth, which everyone calls Mothula. He has like black and reddish pink striped wings and long feelers. And his wings act as a door, because he is actually the bouncer of the Benighted Song. The wing is currently in front of the door as you approach.
Oh, hello, can I enter your fine establishment, sir?
The wings twitch a little bit, and his mouth is like way up because this is like a multiple story building. So he's probably like halfway up his head is halfway up the building, and you kind of like get the feeling that they can't really move their heads, but you do hear a low, loud voice. Oh, yes. Karosael, was it? You've been here a lot lately.
He holds up a book, just business stuff. You know, this is such a wonderful establishment with so many great patrons. It's great for business, and I hear that there's some good entertainment tonight.
Oh, it is open mic night, so I will be performing.
Oh, you don't say. That's what do you are you a singer or a dancer maybe?
You get kind of the impression that he's puffing himself up. The wings flutter slightly. I play the bongos.
Oh, I bet you play those bongos like an absolute fiend. I'll watch you. I'll watch you in there. And he just like kind of slips past as quickly as he possibly can.
Yeah, like as soon as he realizes you're trying to like actually get in, he will part the his wings slightly just enough so you can go in. And then there's a loud whoosh of wind as it closes again behind you with these enormous wings.
That was the worst. I should be good at this. I should be much better at this. It's his name. I didn't even say his name. And he just, in a gay panic, goes and sits down at, or actually first he looks. Is the guy from the Marquis here?
He is not. You didn't get a real good description of him. You just know that you're supposed to meet a man by the name of Verdun Kemper. He is a lawyer from Strange-Glass District who takes care of the legal properties of this specific building that you're looking at.
Okay. But I don't see anyone vaguely like him around. I will ask.
Sorry, one more time. What was that?
I'm not seeing anyone around that looks like him. Cause like I'll start asking.
Probably not. There's like the club just opened and it's slowly behind you. People are funneling in. Oddly enough, tonight there's a lot of ghosts and spirits and people from the dead from the Pale here tonight. So you do see a lot of people wrapped in strips of sickly sweet smelling cloth as they begin making their way to the bar, and along those lines getting their drinks and settling in. It does look like though anything that resembles a booth is a private table. So you I don't know if you would have gotten a private table, but you do see a group of what's the best word to use? Edgy looking Vizsla.
Oh no, teenagers.
yeah, basically. There is a woman with a very blonde, angled haircut at the bar getting a drink from the Lacuna. I don't remember if you know who Arkin is.
Mm-mm.
No, Arkin is getting a drink from the bar. If you're paying attention at all, she is giving nasty side eyes to the edgy group of weavers sitting at the table. But slowly there's it's starting to get full. The open mic night is probably going to be starting within the next 20 minutes.
He's gonna try and find a table kind of close to the stage, but as close as he can get.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of standing room up near the stage. Maybe like a couple, like if you wanted to get a seat at the bar, like the bar is all along one edge of the wall up to the stage.
Yeah, he'll sit near there.
Perfect. Alondra.
Yes, so Alondra wanders in just about in time for the show to start. She knows that Arkan would have gotten there early and reserved a table, and the less time she has to spend chit-chatting, the better.
Are you specifically looking for Arkin tonight?
Yeah.
It looks like she did get a drink for you already and does wave you over to a smaller booth that's near the larger table where the edgy group is sitting. I'm going to be using the word edgy all night to describe your group. I'm
just gonna go ahead and make a card for it.
Might as well.
No.
And she waves you over. Oh,
Hello.
I'm so glad we can spend some quality time together. I have been so excited for this performance. I really hope Farideh is performing tonight.
Doesn't she usually?
She does. Which is why I'm here.
Of course.
Like, I did find her after all and got her in with the crowd, and she's so good.
Yes, of course she owes her success only to you, clearly.
Of course, totally. So what have you been doing lately?
Oh, a little bit of research, a little bit of very bureaucratic stuff. You wouldn't be interested.
Depends what kind of I'm looking for the gossip. Anything I would find interesting in your endeavors. Maybe a angel and demon romance scandal along those lines, maybe with some other people of your order.
Oh, well, I mean, because we are such close friends, I suppose I could give you a little bit of information, and I will proceed to... Anyone else that knows would know that this is absolutely nonsense. But I will craft a tale of forbidden angel goetic romance that would be completely out of line, and anyone who knows anything would know that.
I swear you should definitely consider writing a gossip column or maybe a novella.
Yes, that seems like absolutely a worthwhile use of my time. I will consider that. You have the best ideas, Arkin.
I know, don't I? I'd pursue it myself, but there's nowhere quiet for me to work nowadays. I would go home and just sit on my porch or in my living room, but I've told you, day in and day out, my house is running around like crazy because it's getting chased by a snake.
Yes, I do think you've mentioned that 12 or 13 times.
And she does very prominently turn her head, stare directly at Zephyr.
I assume he just wants to be with his own kind, snakes and all.
My house is a mouse.
What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Speak up. Don't. Actually, I don't care.
Takes a big swig of her drink. I swear, I might have to open up my shop again or I'm not gonna be able to get peace and quiet in my own house. I feel like that's the only place where I will have some peace and quiet.
Well, that does seem like a rather drastic move. I mean, your shop is... there'd be a lot of work involved in getting your shop up and running again. And I, happened to be passing through that area recently, and it is loud. It is quite loud. There is much disturbance, hooligans and such. I don't know that would be a place that would give you much peace and quiet, honestly.
I will have to just do some thinking and mulling it over in the meantime.
Absolutely.
Maybe
I definitely think you should mull it over and really, really consider staying in your current house. I think you should really consider that most prominently.
Maybe I can stay with my brother for a bit. His place is usually pretty quiet. By the way, I invited him tonight. He's going to be joining us probably partway through the evening. Very nice.
Excellent. Is this... have you introduced us before? I'm sorry, I have a terrible memory for people.
You would probably know him. You went to Shadow, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, he works at the adjustment center. The adjustment facility for the Handasa. His name's Kyle.
Ah.
You would know him.
Okay.
If you care to remember him, you would know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's head of the adjustment facility.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll recognize him when you see him.
Well connected. That's, yes, I would be interested to meet him.
Well, you're gonna meet him either way because he's coming tonight, so.
Of course.
And I did save him a spot, so.
Very proactive of you.
Farideh. Tell us a little bit about what Farideh is doing before the show starts tonight.
Yeah, so it's the open mic night, so she's going to be hosting it as she usually does. But she has a pre-show ritual of sitting in the green room and making a nice cup of tea. So back in the green room, I've got this little cup of tea, and across from me a saucer that has a little bit of tea in it as well. And I am speaking with my good rat friend Samuel.
Oh, are you excited for tonight, Farideh?
Well, I haven't checked out to see who's here yet. Like, if it's just kind of the same regulars, I don't know how exciting it's gonna be. But I think, like, before I go out, I'm gonna check and see if there's like anyone new tonight.
Oh, okay. I can go check in with the stage manager and see if the other performers are ready tonight too, and we can meet back.
Yeah. I want you to have your tea first before it gets cold.
Oh yes,
like
yeah. What kind is it tonight?
Tonight we have an oolong, and it's nothing magical about it tonight, but it's just really tasty.
Isn't that magical all on its own?
That's how I feel too. I'm glad you like it. I know I've been like introducing you to some new teas, so I'm glad you enjoy them.
And Samuel will go up to his tea, give it a little couple sniffs to make sure it's not too hot. Maybe blow on it before partaking in the oolong tea. After a couple minutes, he'll look back up at you. Are you performing tonight?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You know, I like to play it by ear. I don't want to always be the one performing if it means that someone else doesn't have the chance to get up on stage. So, we'll see, but I've always got something in my back pocket.
Yeah, if you need to, if someone isn't as, if you need to step in for Mothula, maybe.
Step in for Mothula?
You
but he always performs.
But his banging hurts my ears.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can see that.
Yeah.
He does play very aggressively, but he loves this. He looks forward to this every week. There's no way I'm gonna keep him off stage.
That's fair. No, that's fair. No, you're right. I mean, he's a very good moth, and he's a very good friend. No, you're right. Give me a heads up when he's about to play, so I can go hide in the back. So
Yeah. I mean, you've got your little blanket fort back here. That should help.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like you don't. I mean, if you aren't enjoying it, you don't have to stay in the room. But
True.
He loves it, and that's what's important.
No, you're right. He's lucky. I love him so much.
And he's getting better, I think.
Is he? I don't know that much about music.
Yeah. He's totally getting better. So
Okay.
We'll eventually he's gonna play something you like. I just know it.
So he can hold a beat now.
He's getting better. He's been working on it, and really working out. And I think that's helping his confidence as well.
Okay, because I know has he been trying to find how-tos at Trouble Music School or anything? I know that's where he got the bongos, and I know when you find an instrument at Troubles, you're destined to play it, but like, did he get any how-to and instruction booklets?
I think he kind of left before he got to that part. I think he found the drums and he just got like so excited that he just kind of ran out with them. Maybe yeah, that's a good suggestion. Maybe I'll see if I can kind of push him back towards Troubles.
Okay.
But he's doing great for being on his own. Like he's got all the heart, all of it goes into the drums.
And I guess that's important. Okay.
I mean, that's what it's all about. Okay. So, yeah.
He straightens himself up, cleans his whiskers of some stray droplets of tea for a second. Okay, I'm gonna go check in with Toko. Toko is the stage manager and handles all the logistics backstage. I will meet you back here. Let me know if you find anyone interesting. Maybe a specific performer you've been trying to get in contact with?
Well, you keep your eyes out too. I haven't, I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for, but with both of us looking, we'll get there twice as fast.
I'll keep my nose and my eyes out for something.
Thanks, Samuel.
And Samuel will hop down and scuttle off to go find Toko. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'll just take the next couple minutes to finish my tea. It's really like my time to center myself and get ready for any time that I perform. Straighten myself up, pull on my jacket, and then I'm also gonna kind of go try to like take a peek around the curtains and see if there's like in the audience if there's any new faces that I don't know.
Sure. Let's do our first roll of the night tonight. So, in Invisible Sun, for those of you at home, we build something called a venture. And the higher your venture, the more likely you are able to succeed at a task. So, Abby, if Farideh has any skills relating to perception, looking for things, you can add those to your venture. And if you would like to, you can also spend a bene from your perception pool.
Right. So any skills? I do
a challenge 4.
Challenge 4. Okay. I do have 2 levels in insight, but that might be more like
seeing if someone's lying or something along those
right.
lines.
So not like perception. So I don't think I have anything to add to this.
Okay. If you would like to, you could spend a bene from your perception pool if you would like. And you always have the option to add hidden knowledge, just random bits of information that you have secreted away, to your check. And if you want to employ magic and roll an extra die, you can add sortilege.
Right. I will. I'll take a sortilege for this.
Okay. Are you spending bene from your perception pool?
I'll spend 1 bene from my perception, and I'll take a sortilege dice.
Okay, so you're rolling 2 dice. Keep an eye on which one is your sortilege, and you're going to look for at least 1 3 on either of those.
Yeah.
Tell me how you are in... Sortilege is raw magic, and you as a Weasley are just kind of like pulling at the strings of the magic that you can feel swirling around you.
Yeah.
How are you employing magic? Bending it to your will?
So my magic manifests through my breath. I breathe runes. So I think I'm gonna kind of peek around the curtain and like blow a kiss out into the audience. And so this I would say focusing on the people that are closest to the stage, since that's kind of like, who will get hit by my kiss. So I'll blow a kiss into the audience and kind of hope that distinguishes people that I might not know or might be kind of hidden from me.
Sure.
So I am rolling 2, and I got 1 success.
What were the actual numbers on both
Oh.
dice?
5 and a 2.
Okay. If it ever rolls up a 0, please let me know on the magic
Right.
die, because that's important.
Yeah.
5 and a 2. So, as you blow your kiss out into the audience, First of all, you do see Arkin, who has been kind of like eyeing the stage the entire time, and as soon as she sees you, and she kind of like grabs at the kiss, like, you know, kind of like adolescently,
Yeah.
holds it, and waves at you. You see a large, burly man wearing a bluish jacket, kind of calming down from being flustered. I can't remember if you know Karosael, but he's there and he's hard to miss.
Okay. I think I may have seen him before, but we definitely haven't met.
No, that definitely. You see a woman with Arkin, Alondra, and you do see your old Weaver cell in their booth the entire time, smoking away. Maeve waves at you a little wave when she sees you peek out from the stage, but goes back to smoking her cigarette. You also see all your workers like summit the Lacuna.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the owner tonight,
Okay.
who you know is Maeve's mother. And as everyone is funneling in, you do see a lot of new faces. There's a lot of ghosts coming in tonight. Some are floating above and I don't want to say rafters because there is no discernible roof that you can see. The benighted song kind of like raises up into like a dark kind of like night sky type thing. But you see ghosts floating and just like a lot of new faces tonight.
Okay. And no one stands out in particular?
You do see a flash of like bright red, but they're kind of like, it's like eye-catching, but they're too far away towards the back of the song that you can't really tell.
All right.
After you're done looking, Samuel, you can feel Samuel like scuttling up your leg and like onto your shoulder. Toko's ready whenever you are ready to get the open mic night started.
Okay. Did you find anyone interesting? I kind of took a look, but there's so many new faces here tonight.
There's a lot of new people that signed up for open mic night.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They signed up too. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
There's a lot of people tonight. We got Mahula. We've got I know you're kind of tentatively on the list, but we've got Isle. We've got someone just named Memory. I don't know. I don't know. It was a long list, and I'm not very good at reading.
Great. But you remembered memory, so that's good.
Yeah. Memories are important.
Do you want to perform tonight? No? Okay.
No.
That's fine.
No.
All right.
Absolutely not. No.
I mean, after hours, we can keep working on stuff. Like you did a really cool like arpeggio thing on the piano, just like hopping the other day.
But like I can only hop so far and move so fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe another day.
All right.
Performing scares me.
Oh, I totally get that. So, after hours,
Yeah.
piano's all yours.
After hours, I'll keep practicing.
Cool.
And he will scuttle back down and leave everything to you.
All right. Well, I'll kind of take a peek over at Toko, just kind of make eye contact and good. All right. Let's start the show. I want to make I'm picturing the stage as like very classic, like dark red curtains. And since you said that there's no real discernible ceiling, I love the idea that they also just kind of fade into black up into the ceiling. But I'm going to make an entrance like right in the center of both of these, and just come sliding out onto the stage. Hello, new faces, regular faces. I'll kind of wink over it at Arkin. Welcome all to the Benighted Song. You, if you are not aware, have arrived on open mic night. I heard we have an extensive list, but there's always room for more. So if you didn't get a chance to sign up, or we get a few songs in and it hits you. You need to perform. We are the space for you. So you can talk to Toku. Toko over there, and they will get you set up, and we've got all kinds of instruments, or bring your own, or don't have an instrument at all, whatever you want to do. This is your night. So I am going to get off the stage. I don't even think that I need to perform tonight because of this amazing list that we have coming up. So first up, let's see on our list, Toko. Okay, so first up we have the very mysterious Memory. Memory, please come on out.
Memory walks out onto the stage holding a accordion, I guess is what it looks like. They have like vines for hair, like brown, like bark-like skin, and they're wearing accordion. And they begin to play, and as they play, flowers grow out of their accordion instead of music. Yeah. So what you see is this beautiful ensemble of reds and pinks and oranges blooming and like dying as the petals fall to the ground and disappear. There's no mess.
Awesome. So in between folks, I'll go and kind of sit in like the front row, so I'm not pulling attention, but then I'm ready to jump back up in between folks when we need to.
Alondra, Arkin does lean over to you at some point. She's not performing tonight.
Yes, I heard that. That's so devastating.
It's so devastating. Oh, I'm heartbroken.
Well, I guess we'll just have to come back.
I know she always performs, but it's just like, it's so disappointing. Such a lovely voice.
Yes, she's quite something. That accordion, though. Interesting.
They're just flowers.
Just flowers? I felt like you'd be the floral type.
Take it or leave it.
Well, I'm sorry for your disappointment this evening.
Anyway, there's my brother. We're over here.
I turn to look. Yeah, I'll like turn to look at him.
Kind of pushing through the crowd. You see a man who you recognize. By the way, Arkin was not quiet. She never is. Kyle, over here. And you see, imagine an average looking man. That you would be the most average person that you can think of. That's him.
We don't need that.
And you would recognize him if you do care to remember, Alondra, that this is the head of the adjustment facility of the Hindasa. Hindasa agents are a group that bring back Vizsla from Shadow. And the adjustment facility is helping people from Shadow. And for those of you at home, Shadow is the world you are in right now. It is at your home, in front of a computer, anything like that. If you're working at the accounting office, boring. They take Vizsla trapped there and bring them back. And the adjustment facility reacclimates them to the surreal world of Saturnine. And his averageness is completely intentional too, to help those who have just returned not freak the fuck out. So he does wave at you. He grabs a drink from the bar and slides into the booth. Definitely you would see the Zephyr. Karosael, I think you're still at the front of the stage. He holds his hand out to you, Alondra. Don't tell me. Alondra?
And I'll take his hand and shake it, but just squeeze a little bit too hard. Like, not hostilely, but just a little firmer than is necessary.
As serious as I remembered.
Hmm.
Lovely to meet you again. Did I
You
miss
as
anything?
well.
Did I miss anything?
Oh, you missed a floral accordion. It was quite lovely, although your sister didn't seem to be a fan.
She very much is the paper sort. What is it you call stationery? Stationery is the word I'm looking for.
Yes, the stationery store. We were just talking about that. How the neighborhood is just shifting, and it's just probably not a good place for her to be residing currently. But the store seems to be on her mind these days.
Well, when something's on her mind, it's hard to get off. Isn't that right, Arkin? That's right. I'm a stubborn sort, so to speak. And because I think we're a little overdue, I'm going to pull the next Sooth card. On the green sun, the sun of life. The savage sword. Value of 3. Visions, swans, blades, and water. War, savagery, strength, violence, brute force. A sword is a weapon of war, a metaphor for any kind of weapon one might wield. The savage sword is our basest nature, our predilection towards violence, and our shameless bloodlust. But it is also our strength to overcome obstacles and foes when we need it to. It is the opposite of thought, strategy, or consideration. It is immediate and decisive, without hesitation or regard for consequence. The savage sword is the opposite of the revealing knife in most aspects. Red magic is enhanced, so anything dealing with damage, and blue is hindered. Karosael, what have you been doing during the first couple acts?
Karosael has been sitting there trying to get everything sorted so that all of his books are in order to be able to talk to the Marquis guy whenever he shows up. He did order himself a drink and then found out that they don't have the same drink names as he remembers. But that's fine. Just
What?
something similar.
What did
They
you
knew.
order?
Initially, it was a black bottom martini, and they were like, "No, that's not a thing." So he just asked for something semi-fruity with a bitter aftertaste.
And that is what you get. When you do take a sip of it, though, it does feel like you are in the middle of. You feel like you just walked into an orchard, a citrus orchard. You could feel the warm breeze ruffle your hair as you drink it.
Nice.
It is nice.
But yeah, other than that, he's kind of watching the door to see if he finds the guy who's supposed to be talking to him. He is very interested in that, and like he's looking between the door, and then whenever something changes on stage, he looks up there. No, it's not Mothula. Goes back to the door. No, not yet.
Would you also like to make a perception roll?
Yeah. So 2 dice.
Well, it's 1 dice. If you're
It's
gonna
1 die.
do you have any skills in kind of any type of perception or seeing things?
So one of his primary jobs when he was in the shadow was to stake out places and be able to check and see like what kind of a person this is. So can I add 1 with that?
What is the skill? Like the actual mechanical skill? Do you have a mechanical skill? If not, I can.
No.
If not, though, I can say you can use that, but you can use a hidden knowledge instead and add that to your roll.
Okay.
Or you can just use a perception bene. Your
Use
challenge.
perception, Bene.
Okay. I'm gonna say this is a challenge 3 task.
One
There's-
die or two?
Are you going to use sortilege?
No, not yet. I only
Then-
have two.
Then it'll just be one die because you're not doing a magical task.
Okay.
So you're using one bene. You need to roll at least a 2 on the die.
Got a 4.
Perfect. After you're like looking from the stage to see if Mothula has gone on yet, and then back to the door, and then you're like, oh no, Mothula's wings are still acting as a bouncer door. He's still outside. After a couple minutes, you do see Mothula's wings part a little bit, and enters a short man, probably like 5'5", ill-fitting shirt and a jacket, glasses, and just like a seedy looking like grimace and smile as he begins looking around. Definitely looks like he's looking for something, and possibly who you're looking for.
I raise my drink and kind of do one of these at him, like try and get in his attention without seeming creepy.
After a moment, he's like, oh, tall guy over there, got it. He also has a large stack of papers in his arms as he begins walking towards you. If you're sitting down, if you're not at a booth, because the booths are kind of like reserved for like VIPs and stuff, there's definitely 2 tops, like high top tables.
Yeah. Grab one of those.
And he plops his stack of papers down on top of the table. Are you Karosael?
I am, and you're Mr. Kemper?
Yes, my name is Verdun Kemper. And he holds in his hand. I'm a lawyer, and I deal with the property managers at the location you're looking at.
Wonderful to meet you, and just like vigorous, excited handshake.
Okay, you seem like a very fun guy.
Yeah, very fun.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Like he doesn't cry, but like you could see there are tears that like spring up, and he just has to do the thing of like open the eyes real wide. Open the eyes real wide.
I can't keep my face straight with y'all. The curse of DMing.
Thank you for the wonderful compliment.
Sure. After a second, we're just gonna quickly cut to Farideh. Samuel is on your shoulder, climbs up onto your shoulder again, Farideh. It's almost Mothula's turn. Toka wants to know if you can go get him.
Oh yeah. And we need someone to watch the door while he's playing. Yeah, we'll figure something out. So I'll run up and tap Mothula.
You kind of get like a shifting of wings, and suddenly you see Mothula's huge head look into these double doors, because it is like a double regular size door. Is it my turn?
Yeah, you're up next, so you should go, get ready, grab your bongos.
Oh, I'm so excited. You might want to step to the side, clear a path.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
And
Swish.
after a moment of shuffling and just turning around, Mothula begins walking into the benighted song through the double doors that are definitely not big enough for him. But he seems to make it in no problem, and everybody hears this rustling and kind of like at least 1 or 2 flaps as a breeze comes over the entire benighted song, as Mothula begins crawling his way along the wall and above the bar towards the stage. And yet he should not fit. He should not look like he should fit, and yet it's fine.
And I'll as he's making his way towards the back, I'll try to grab another employee and then see if they can kind of stand in at the door just for a set.
This definitely would have been planned. There is.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time on open mic night. When Mothula needs to step away for whatever reason, there is someone to temporarily take over as to guard the door.
Great.
You know, even sometimes just like closing the regular door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Samuel. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go in the back? Do you want to just hide in my pocket? What do you want?
I'm gonna go hide in the back.
Okay. All right. See you later.
Okay. I'll be out after he's done.
Okay.
Samuel scutters between all of the feet of all the other patrons in the bar. So, Mr. Karosael, is Mr. Karosael all right?
Yeah, that's the only name. But wait, and he starts to see Mothula make his way, and he's like, I think a really good act is going to be coming up next. So, like, how about you look like you've been, working really hard. How about, and he gets the Lacuna to come over to and orders him whatever he wants.
Sure. I was hoping to be in and out so I can get home before midnight, but sure.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. This will be great. He is a master when it comes to bongos. Just absolutely finesse. You gotta listen to him, and then we can get this meeting underway. It'll be great.
Sure. I'll take a... Yeah, that's great. Thank you. After
and then, full attention up on the stage.
It's only a couple minutes before a large pair of bongos are wheeled out onto the stage, and this moth, who should not fit on the stage, settles his way right there.
Everyone, you are in for a treat. If this is your first time at the song, get ready. Everyone knows what's coming next. Everyone, let's give a big drum roll for everyone's favorite drummer, Mothula!
Yeah!
Okay, so as soon as I think as soon as Farideh announces, like, okay, this is everyone's favorite drummer, Zephyr is going to stand up like faster than she would normally move for any reason, and step outside to smoke.
Alondra just chugs her entire glass of red wine and quickly signals for a second one.
Maeve laughs as you stand up. I'm like, I don't blame you.
I don't know how you can stand it. I'll be back. I'll be back when the cacophony ends.
Of course. Smoke one for me out there too.
Oh yes, and Zephyr will actually unceremoniously reach over and snag an extra one out of her pack and then dart out the door.
Mothula takes the stage and begins hammering on these bongos. He has no rhythm. It's terrible. But to you, Farideh, it's a little better than what he has done in the past. It kind of sounds like he's got like a nice beat going on for once, even if you can barely hear it. If I knew pretend I'm playing the drums. I do not know how to play the drums.
I was kind of hoping that I just lean over to like whoever's next to me in the front row. I don't know if it's just whoever's there. It's like I kind of I was hoping that if we started with the drum roll, that like he would kind of like just stay in the vibe, but I think he's lost it already.
Oh, I was gonna say it's probably Verda and Kemper who is sitting next to Karosael.
Great.
Drinks a little bit more. And Karosael's enraptured.
Just absolutely enraptured. He has such a way with his hands.
I didn't realize I don't think moths have hands.
I mean, but then what is he hitting the bongos with?
I don't know. I don't know insect anatomy.
I bet I could learn insect anatomy.
Okay, I'm gonna get another drink. And he really Verdun abruptly stands up from the seat to get another drink from the bar. Okay, I have a very interesting client, he whispers as he passes you, Farideh.
Yeah. I'll kind of look over at Karosael and see his rapt attention. And just file that information away for later.
You can probably put two and two together that this is the young Weasley that Mothula has mentioned to you before in the past. Just FYI, everyone is called young by Mothula.
Great.
After like 10 minutes of bongoing.
Oh, well, that's the limit, guys. I mean, Mothula, yeah, amazing, but
Yes.
we have so many folks to get to. We do, we do have to move along. So, Toko, if you can help him get his bongos off,
I got it. We're good.
Awesome. Mothula, come back next week. He will be here once again, with his fantastic drumming.
Thank you.
I want to lean over to Arkin and just be like, so I forgot to tell you, but amongst the high levels of the Goetic, and I really shouldn't be telling you this, but Mothula, I mean, he's the hip new thing.
Really?
Everyone who's anyone, just massive fan.
I think it might take me
raving.
I think it might take me some time to get used to, but I can see it. I can definitely see it.
People of your level of taste, of course you'd be into someone as talented and unique as Mothula. It's only makes sense.
True, very true. I think I'm gonna listen to him a couple more times just so I can really fully appreciate his talent.
Well, and we all know, your eye for new talent and your history of discovering the next big thing. I bet you'll just be telling everyone about him soon.
You are 100% correct, Alondra. Zephyr.
I will say, the moment that Farideh says he'll be back next week, Karosael gets into one of his pockets, pulls out a tiny, date book, and writes it in the calendar.
Zephyr, you do eventually hear the applause and Faraday's voice over the crowd saying, yes, there's the limit. Time for next week.
Exceptionally long tonight. Zephyr will go back in and plop back into the booth with herself.
Kyle actually leans over to you. Hello, Zephyr. Didn't realize you came to the song. You would know him. You would definitely know him.
I'm here all the time. What do you mean?
I'm not. I did not know.
Yes, I come here so often they do not stop me at the door.
Wow, I'm impressed, but how are you today?
Better now that is over. I did not know if I would survive the earthquake that resulted from the, I cannot call it music in good conscience. You understand, Mike?
No, I understand. And I won't say that I don't agree, but I agree. But he is nice, so I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna hurt.
Well, he is wonderful. He is wonderful. I have been an acquaintance of Mothula for a long time now, but he has got to pick a new hobby. Maybe something music adjacent or music opposite.
Look how enthusiastic he was, though.
I did it. I left.
Of course. How are you finding work so far?
Well, and she will take a very long drag from her cigarette. Not well, to be honest with you.
Oh. Is there anything I can help with?
I'll be honest.
I was just asking if there's anything I can help with.
I'll be honest with you. No matter what job I get, to actually make ends meet here is just, they never stick. They never feel important, so I can never apply myself as I know I can. All I want to do is go back to Shadow and find more Visley. That's the only thing that I can think about.
Tired of paper pushing?
Yes. And coffee pushing and drink pushing and other manners of pushing and pulling, and no, I cannot do it anymore.
Well, have you talked to anyone else yet?
I have not. I have been putting it off.
Why? If you don't mind me asking.
I just dread being pulled back cornered into something I do not want to do again.
But if it's something you want to do...
You know that the Hindasa is extremely difficult to join as is, because...
But you already got your foot in the door?
I did, but the problem is, where is the door?
Well, depending on what kind of answer you're looking for. Could be very easy or very difficult.
I found it to be very difficult, but you are also probably right that maybe I have not been focusing as much as I should be. I don't know what's stopping me, to be honest.
Fear? This is just a question.
I suppose.
You don't...
No, I think you're right. I think there's comfort in the familiar.
You want to help others like you were helped.
Yes, exactly. I want to pay it forward, as it were, in a less stereotypical manner of speaking.
I can probably get you a spot on my team, help Visley adjust if you're tired of paper pushing.
Would you do that?
Yeah. I gotta talk to my boss. And see if there's
of
any
course.
openings, but,
yes, of course. That would be amazing if there. I don't know what to say. I don't know how I would pay that. How I would pay it back if anything came of it.
it's just a job. Think of it as promoting. As I said, I can't make any promises, and I don't know if it's exactly what you want to do, but like,
It is better than nothing.
True.
Yes, please do, please. Yes, if there's anything I can do to make that easier on you, please let me know.
Yeah, so I can talk to my boss and see if there's any openings. But I did hear you mention... What was the phrasing you used? My mind is blanking. I should not be drinking. Arkin, did you get me pure liquor again? Oh, it's your favorite. And she goes back to listening to your story, Alondra, of Mothula BS. And how...
I just want her to start telling everyone how wonderful Mothula is. That's all I want.
Mothula is wonderful. Maybe not necessarily at music, but he is wonderful.
Yes, but I want her to think he's wonderful at music.
It's a stepping stone, Zephyr.
Yes, again, it is something I feel like I have just been chasing. Pardon the ironic turn of phrase, but I feel like I have just been chasing shadows, trying to get a foot in the door.
Shadow jokes.
I truly did not mean for that to be a joke, but yes, it is, I guess.
You know, I hear those jokes all the time, and I still find them funny. Don't ask. You're gonna hear them a lot if you get the job.
That's fine. I imagine I will manage. It can't be worse than hearing what we just heard.
I'm not gonna say I don't agree, but I agree. But yeah, maybe meet me I don't know, I can probably schedule a meeting next week.
That sounds good. Take your, honestly, I've waited long enough. You can take your time. I'm in no rush
Sure.
for a response. I'm here all the time, so you can probably find me here.
Good to know. I can leave a message with Mothula, I guess, at the door?
He knows me, yeah, of course. Or the bartender, or honestly anyone here would be able to get it to me. Thank you again, truly.
No problem. Like I said, can't promise anything, but
Of course, I appreciate your effort.
he'll turn back to the table. Mothula finally, after the bongos are removed from the table, begins crawling over the wall again. A light breeze from the flapping of his wings gusting over the entire crowd. Back out the door to take his post as a bouncer.
Karosael turns back to Verdun. So, sorry, I just always get caught up in Mothula's performances. We can get down to business if you would like.
See that, yeah. I'm gonna pull the next card right before we get started. The card I have pulled is the Raven, and this is on the Blue Sun. Okay. This is the companion card. Value of 6, secrets, ravens, books, and flame. Meanings, jealousy, sight, and trickery. Companion to the secrets family, the raven sees everything and tells nothing. The raven is smarter and wiser than it ever lets on. Its intelligence, however, manifests in its crafty solutions to problems. Some might use the word cheating, in fact. The raven's weakness is greed and jealousy. It wants what you have, and that probably means your secrets. Can you keep them from its watchful eyes? Is it even worth trying? It duplicates the effects of the last card, so red magic is enhanced and blue is hindered. And if you are a gallant, which no one is, get a +1 to your ventures. As soon as you start talking again, Karosael, Verdun is kind of rearranges some of his paperwork in folders. Yes, of course. Thanks for meeting me. Thank you for sharing me this lovely music here at the song.
Anytime. I am just such a purveyor of the arts. It's such a good thing to share.
Yeah, so what can I do for you? From what I understand, you're possibly interested in purchasing the property in the Marquis Quarter? Let me look.
Wait, is it Marquis?
Yeah, like Marquis.
Oh no. Okay, thank you very much. He takes out a little book again and he makes a note.
No problem. Anyway, yeah, it's the place right next to the Motel of Mysteries, right?
Yes, that's the place.
Okay, yeah, so it's already owned by someone.
Okay.
Yeah, like, how did you find this place? It wasn't, like, for sale or anything.
Well, no, it wasn't for sale, but it looked like it was mostly empty, so
It is,
I
from what
assumed.
understand. The property managers of the building, it is like a multi-story building. I know the place you're looking at is on one of the floors, but there's other floors for other storefronts, but like, what is it? Is it the ground floor? I can't remember. I haven't been to the location in a while.
Yeah, it's the ground floor. It's got these beautiful big windows that they just really draw your eyes in, and it helps you to see everything that's in there. But yeah, it looked mostly empty when I went through, and lots of mannequins. Lots of mannequins.
Yeah, so like I said, it's already owned by someone. I can't. We're still getting paid. The property manager's still getting payments on it, so it's not like it's like not being taken care of. So I don't know what I can do for you. Like, we've tried getting in contact with the owner, no avail.
Could I have the owner's contact info? Maybe I could speak with him and, appeal to his better nature.
Yeah, give me a second. And Verdun begins to start rummaging through all of his paperwork. Yeah, it looks like the owner they live in Fartown. I don't know Fartown very well. But yeah, it looks like the name of the owner is someone by the name of Laurel Grayfield. And he...
Is that with an E or an A?
E. That's how it's written down here anyway.
Where is this conversation happening in geographic
Very
relation
close.
to me?
Very close.
Did I hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alondra starts very clearly eavesdropping when she hears that name.
Arkin, realizes you, stopped talking, and she's like, oh, are we listening? Are we eavesdropping now? And also, okay. Verdun begins to start, writing down this information for you. Here. Yeah, she has... I'm assuming it's a she. I've never actually met Laurel. But, yeah, the payments are still being done on a monthly basis from a Newsfear account. So, we've tried sending... What?
How much are the payments? I mean, that was the stuff I figured you'd be bringing to me instead of this. Terrible news.
Definitely not in the realm of gem orbs, but it's the Marquis Quarter. The Marquis Quarter is very fancy and all those, so it's definitely not cheap. Probably just a little less than a gem orb. But that would be something you'd have to work out with property manager and stuff like that, and the owner, if you can find her. But yeah.
Okay. I'll take this information into consideration. And he rather than just taking the slip of paper, he takes it and fastidiously writes all of it down in that book.
I love. I can definitely get you... I do have the paperwork you were asking for. Like, the square footage, how many people can safely be in the store, blah, blah, blah. Not that that means much in Saturnine, but, I think I'm pretty sure it's bigger on the inside than it lets on to be. But, I do have all that information.
Isn't everything?
Yes. And he'll hand you, a small manila packet folder.
Perfect. Thank you for this. And this one, he an inside pocket that seems crazy huge. He just sticks it all in there.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't be more helpful. I knew it was gonna be a futile effort here, but I'm sorry I couldn't give you the information you wanted. Technically, there's not much I can do because payments are still being made. It's just looks deserted. Legally, I cannot do anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes you can't always do things legally. Well,
I'm sorry, what?
We'll get it all figured out. We'll have a nice chat, and we'll see where we can go. Thank you so much for all of your information.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Karosael. I hope you have a lovely evening. Please get in contact with me if you find the owner, and we can do an exchange of paperwork if they are willing to sell.
Shouldn't be a problem, I'm sure. Thank you so much, Mr. Kemper. I'll be seeing you in the future.
Okay. Thank you for the drink, and you can reach me in the Strange Glass District.
He writes that down.
And I think that's a good place for us to take a quick break. So everybody, please take a break to stretch, hydrate, pet your pets, and we'll be back probably in 5 to 10 minutes. Bye. And we are back. I hope everyone had a lovely, lovely break. Before we get started, I did pull our next Sooth card of the night. The next Sooth card is the Enticing Jewel. I did not pull it up before I started talking about it. Anyway, the Enticing Jewel, a value of 2. Visions, swans, blades, and water, meaning empaths have a +1 to their ventures. I don't think we have any empaths either. I think it's just stoics and 3 ardents. This is on the indigo sun. Meanings: greed, money, beauty, goals, and success. The light at the end of the tunnel. The brass ring, the center of the target. The object of our desire lies before us in the form of the enticing jewel. We want it. We have to have it. It represents beauty, but the side of beauty that demands attention and probably possession. It is the beauty that can sometimes call to our darker natures. It brings out greed, ambition, and selfishness. Invisible magic is enhanced. Before break, we left off the end of Karosael's discussion with a lawyer dealing with some property that Karosael is interested in. And I think Alondra got her sights ready.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we left it.
As the lawyer person leaves, I, without even saying a word to Arkin,
Alondra, were you...
just, get up and go sit down at Gonah's booth.
Karosael, you are visited by Alondra.
Oh, sorry, Karosael's booth.
Yeah, Alondra takes a seat at the high top you're at. You've met before. I'm pretty sure you've offered her some stuffed shells in the past.
Oh, Alondra, right?
Yes,
You're,
Karosael.
Yeah, hey, I didn't know that you were here. That's super cool. Wasn't that? There have been some just fantastic performances tonight, haven't there?
There certainly have been some performances, yes. I didn't mean to That's not true. I absolutely overheard on purpose. But you are looking for someone named Laurel Greyfield?
Yeah, looking for them, and I hope to talk to them.
Interesting. I also would be interested in speaking with them. They've been eluding me for some time.
What is your business with them?
Well, let's just say that she and I are old friends. Before the war, lost touch. And just, I'd love to catch up, see what they're up to these days. Maybe we could search together.
Sure, I'd love to have someone else who knows the lay of the land a little better than I do. Maybe. Yeah, I've got her address. And he shows the book. So yeah, we can absolutely do that if you want. Any particular day or?
Oh, I could be free whenever works for you.
Perfect. You say that she's a friend of yours.
Used to be. We've been
What
out of
kind
touch for a while.
What kind of a person is she?
Well, she was quite dedicated in whatever she set her mind to.
Wonderful. Well,
And
that'll.
She was one for secrets.
Okay. Secrets. And he writes it down. Secrets. Dedicated.
Goetic.
Nothing
if that
like,
is
more
interesting.
specific, less vague, and somewhat ex-girlfriendy.
Well, I mean, you have to understand. It's been some time. She's goetic, or was.
That is wonderfully specific.
I don't believe she has an active affiliation currently, but the knowledge is probably still there.
Okay, I'm looking to possibly buy a property off of her, and yeah, if you're a friend, that'd be a wonderful asset to use.
Yes, of course. She did, I will warn you, have some less than savory connections. But again, that was years ago. I'm sure it'd be fine now.
Well, and don't we all?
But I'd love to help you find her.
Yeah, I'll keep in touch. Absolutely.
Excellent.
Do you want to stay for a drink?
Sure. You probably more entertaining company than. And I kind of like glance over at my previous table.
Arkin is kind of whispering to her brother a little bit, kind of anxiously looking over at you, Alondra. Kyle gives a slight chuckle behind his hand so his sister can't see it, and just rolls his eyes and shakes his head.
I feel like I know that guy.
He works with the Hindasa. That's my understanding. The adjustment center.
Ah, that would probably be it. Very forgettable face.
Yeah,
That's
Lincoln,
fine.
you'd miss him, kind of a type.
Exactly, but we can't all be tall, dark, and handsome.
No, we certainly can't.
He orders Alondra a drink.
Everyone's drinking
She
a lot tonight.
will ask for another glass of Merlot.
So, Farideh. The next person takes the stage for a performance. They are wearing a bright fiery red jumpsuit with black embroidery and a very large wide-brimmed hat that kind of is tilted on its side, covering half of their face. And there is you can see one eye with a very sultry gaze as she takes the stage and begins a performance. They kind of look a little familiar, like tinging the back of your memory. And we'll go into a quick flashback scene from probably no more than 2 weeks ago.
Cool.
Do you want to tell me what you were doing about 2 weeks ago?
Well, I was at my actual house. I spend most of my time, most of my nights at the Benighted Song, and it's it's just easier to crash there. But sometimes I do have a house. I was back there getting some stuff that I need, and kind of just keeping an eye out around the neighborhood, looking for just very vague people who stand out. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I'm kind of just looking for people who catch my eye that I think would be, good to talk to, might know the troubadours.
The Fartown is very much the Visley district. It definitely stands out a little bit more than the rest of Saturnine, because all of Saturnine is different and surreal, especially if you just came back from Shadow. So it's not uncommon to see that woman walking by where her skin is just a hex grid pattern, or you see someone walking into a beehive because it's their home. Where is your house located? Is it located near any specific, where was it specifically located again?
Oh, let me see.
I feel like it was maybe near Trouble.
Yeah, near Treble and
The library.
In the library, yeah.
So you actually, your house, even though you don't go back and don't really take care of it, is on a fairly busy street. So there's a lot of interesting people around. You have people going in and out of Treble, coming out back with instruments and books. And then the library, which also coming out with like different books than the ones in Treble, but along those lines. Every once in a while, you'll see Pick, maybe Pock. It's hard to tell which one it is. They're twins that run the library, looking out at you from the window, kind of give you a little wave.
I want to go talk to whoever, either Pick or Pock, who is waving. Hey, have you seen anyone like pay like more attention than normal to Treble?
Okay, I need you to tell me evens or odds, Farideh, for Pick or Pock.
I'll say.
Hold on, let me write something down first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Odds for Pock.
Odds for Pock. Okay. And then Pick. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I know people come in and out all the time, but like you guys are right here. I thought you might notice. Has anyone just been like hanging around too much?
This is a library. Farideh, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I live just well, my house is up the street.
Yeah, this is kind of a busy street. People do kind of just like hang out around here. You know, there's always the Sprint and Snack down. Okay, it's not nearby, but people are chasing their food from the Sprint and Snack down this direction. So there's a lot of people all the time. So I need you to be a little bit more specific, and I can try and help.
Oh, see, that's my problem. I don't really know what I'm looking for. Have you ever heard of the Troubadours?
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're entertainers, right?
Yeah, and they kind of keep to themselves, and they're nomads. They wander around, and I want to know if there's one in Fartown, but I don't know how to find them. And I thought that they would be hanging around, you know, by the music school, but I don't know where to start.
Yeah, they are kind of secretive from what I've heard. Do they have, like, I don't know, a code? Like a secret handshake?
I think so, but I haven't met one. I don't know the secrets yet. I don't, So I, you know, I perform at the Benighted Song. You might know it.
I do.
And I wanted to invite one to come see one of my performances. And I need to get their attention.
Okay, I don't know how you're gonna get their attention if you don't know who they are. I don't know, have you put out maybe lost and found signs? Looking for, like, you know, when someone loses a cat?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I don't know if it'll work.
Lost
Looking
nomads.
looking for
they're
work.
always kind of lost, I guess. Well, maybe I'll just I think I'll stake out Treble for a bit. And can you just kind of keep your eye out? I'll come back in a couple days, and if you see anything, could you just let me know?
Yeah, if I see anyone, I'll loudly proclaim for you that Farideh is looking to join the Troubadours.
Thank you. I think that'll help.
Pick waves at you as you stake out the Treble for a bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you to make another perception check.
Yeah.
Use any Bene or hidden knowledge that you would like.
I'll use what's the difficulty?
I will let you know in a second. I have it written down.
Great.
5.
Difficulty 5.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my perception bene.
We'll say that this isn't going to count towards the present day, Bene. So,
Okay.
so you don't have to worry about it, because this is a flashback. So,
Okay. Yeah. I'll use just one bene, no swordlich. I got a 7.
as you are what are you doing? Like, while you're scoping out, are you talking to anybody along those lines, or what is it?
Yeah. I'm like, kind of standing nearby. I'm not like secretively like watching from the alley, just like trying to be inconspicuous. I'm totally like at the front door, greeting people. There's probably some folks that I recognize from the open mic that are coming in. Maybe some other performers that I know. Just trying to be like casual, friendly, chatting folks up. And if there are people that I don't know that are coming in and out of Treble, I want to try to figure out who they are and why they're here.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of newer people coming in, because Treble is very much like a school. Anyone who wants to learn a new musical skill, they come here and then they find their calling, essentially. So you definitely meet a bunch of new people. Do you ever bring up the troubadours to any of them?
I specifically want to know if I see anyone go in, but come back out without an instrument. Like, does anyone go in but not find anything when they come back out?
No. But at some point, while you are talking to someone else, going in, you do see a flash of red walk out that you did not talk to, and you did not see them go in. And as they walk into the crowd, you do see this wide-brimmed hat of red.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I didn't see them go in, but I did see them come out.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
And with that, we'll come back to the present day. This woman with the wide-brimmed, bright red hat and red jumpsuit begins to perform. She does not seem to have any music. She is dancing to music, but not performing it herself. It instead is a dance where she is, ribbon dancing, when you have the stick and the ribbon. It's similar to that, but with fire.
Nice.
And fire, she twirls it around her, making amazing shapes, and you can kind of see images of more dancers performing in the smoke. Sometimes the ribbon does come a little close to the audience, but no one seems concerned. They do go back, but they don't seem harmed, even if it does seem to touch them. And after a good 10 minutes, she lets go of the ribbon, and it flies into the air and suddenly transforms into a bouquet of flowers. 2 small bouquets that land heavily in her hands, and she bows at the audience.
What was your name again? Fantastic. I've never seen anything like it here, and I'm surprised that we didn't catch the curtain on fire. But it was beautifully done. What was your name again?
She smiles at you and hands you these 2 bouquets.
Both of them.
Both of them, yes. And just kind of gives you a slight nod from underneath her hat, and actually walks backstage. The flowers, the bouquets she handed you, are a combination of white, pinks, and purples of about 5 different flowers. One of them you immediately recognize because it is a very iconic flower. I feel like everyone can recognize a cherry blossom. But the others you're not sure. There's 2 white flowers, one is kind of like a stalk-like with little bells coming off of it. 2 pink flowers, white and a purple. I will put a picture of this for you in our chat. But she also hands you a second bouquet, which is only 2 flowers. The first one is very similar to the other one, where it's just like a stalk and like white flowers coming off of it. And a single flower. It kind of looks like an electric teal lily with electricity coming down its petals. It kind of looks like the Zephyr's hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, awesome. Well, folks, another hand for our fantastic performer. I think that's it for our performers tonight, unless there's anyone else left in the audience that wanted to jump on stage. Anyone? No? Okay, all right, we're wrapping up. Remember, folks, come back next time. Same place, same time next week for more open mic.
Erkin in the seat. Farideh, are you gonna perform tonight?
Oh no, I think we've had plenty of performances, but I have my standing gig here Friday, so if you want to come back and see me then, that'll be my show.
Okay.
Zephyr's going to. Can I roll to flick a cigarette butt at Arkin?
Do you actually want to roll, or just want me to let it happen?
I want to roll for it.
Okay.
Let's see how bad this is.
Okay, so this would definitely be a an accuracy roll.
Okay. I'm gonna use my 1 bene.
In accuracy.
Yes. Worth it.
This, I know Arkin has a level. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Arkin does have a level. I gave everyone levels during my NPC prep. Oh wait, no, I did not give Arkin a level. I'm gonna pull a Sooth card, and that will determine her level.
Okay. I already rolled, so.
That's fine. On the Gray Sun, I have pulled the Harvesting Spider. Love that card. No, don't look at the card, y'all, if you don't like spiders.
Io Weaver.
Value 2, Mysteries, Rats, Mirrors, and Stones. Stoics get a +1 to their ventures. Spiders are so many things. Builders, weavers, and caretakers, but also hunters, killers, and blood drinkers. The harvesting spider cares for her young, but at the expense of what she harvests, and that just might be you. She is stealthy and sneaky. Her many footsteps are silent. Regardless, spiders never stop working. They build and create to serve specific purposes. I'm gonna say you don't have to roll, and you get a joy. The PC hard work pays off. Where do you want this to land?
Hair.
In her very angled. What the hell? What is your problem?
Do you guys hear something?
Maeve coughs into her hand. No, I don't hear anything, Zephyr.
I don't either.
There is a... Kyle kind of puts an arm around his sister. Arkin, breathe. I'm sure she didn't mean it like hell she didn't. You know she's the one that owns the snake, right? She lives in the snake.
I own a free animal with its own will.
Regardless, your snake is trying to eat my house.
That sounds like the problem of somebody who chose to live in a mouse.
Get control of your snake. There is this...
Get control of your housing situation.
You get control of your housing situation. There is...
My housing situation is perfectly under control. It is behaving as it is supposed to be. As it is a snake, it wants to eat mice. And your mouse is doing what it is supposed to, in that it is, hopefully going to be eaten by my snake. So you can shut the fuck up about it.
Arkin, we'll figure out something to do with your house. Do not worry. This is a very apparent argument to everyone else in the song. A couple of the other patrons kind of like give y'all birth. Summit Farideh is like eyes are on the situation to see if it diffuses or not, but
I'm
they-
sure this happens often.
it does happen often, and it has often gotten close to blows.
Yeah, deaths.
Like everyone just goes, okay, batten down the hatches.
Yeah.
DEFCON 3.
I can say that Zephyr, as you know, from a PC perspective, would literally never throw the first blow. She would do everything
To antagonize.
to make that. Yep. Yep.
Antagonize and poke. Do you listen, Arkin? If you do anything, you're gonna get kicked out, and then you won't be able to watch
Oh, that's would be a
Farideh
shame. Wouldn't it?
perform. And she like takes.
It would be
You're right.
awful.
You're right.
Imagine never
You're
seeing
right.
her here again.
I do not hear anything. I hear nothing except the lovely sound of Faraday's voice. Okay. And she takes another sip of her drink. Kyle looks over.
Alondra
at you.
has been staring off into space and actively ignoring this entire conversation.
Kyle looks over at you, Zephyr. I've got it under control with her.
Oh, okay. Was there a problem?
No, there wasn't.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I would
It did
prefer
not seem
though-
like it.
Yeah, she's got a short, as you know, she's got a short fuse.
Ah, yes, I know. Yes,
Yeah, so,
I'm very aware of how she is.
Yeah, I would prefer there not to be a fight, so I prefer no one get hurt. Not that she would, but she's not capable.
Oh,
She's not. She's not.
Oh, if there were a problem, I can guarantee you I would not be the one getting hurt.
Yeah, I would prefer my sister not get hurt, so I'll keep this under control.
Good idea. Smart man. Zephyr raises her glass.
His is mostly empty, but he raises his half-empty glass at you and just kind of continues whispering at his sister. Now that situation has mostly cooled down, the floor is y'all's. The floor is y'all's.
After I wrapped up the show, I definitely went backstage.
Yeah, Toko is a young woman who has fungi growing out of her shoulders and head. She is the stage manager for the Benighted song. Sorry, I gotta write this down. She just seems to be wishing everyone who performed a good job. Thank you for coming out tonight. If you want to come back for open mic night again, you're more than welcome to. Please sign up with me or Summit. And I know sometimes, keep an eye out. I know sometimes Summit sometimes randomly hires people without telling them. If that happens, I will let you know. They are particular in their entertainment. Yeah, she's just talking to a couple of the other performers. And she turns around. Good job tonight, Farideh.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's. Do you know who that is?
Who?
The woman who did the fire dance and then she came back here?
I didn't see anyone come back here. That looked like that.
Let
me
did
look
you did you see the perform? I mean, she must have signed up with you.
I saw the performance, definitely. Give me 1 second. She has her clipboard with like all the people that were performing. No. The last person I have on my list was Isle, who did the like the bubble orchestra.
Oh yeah, that was cool. But so did the last woman just come up on stage by herself?
I guess they're technically supposed to come on the list, but it's not the first time that it's happened.
Yeah, and I didn't even get a chance to introduce her to people. She just...
Yeah, I thought you took care of it, which is why I didn't really say anything, because seemed like it was under control.
I mean, it all worked out great.
Yeah,
you know?
it was fine. I'm not worried about the the song's reputation, she was fantastic. I just thought you had it handled.
Yeah, well, I thought I saw her come back here, and I'd love to talk to her. You know, she didn't give me a name. I don't know if she talks, but I just wanted to, learn more.
I didn't see her come back, and I've been here the entire time. I know there's the green rooms and like some of the other places where all the performers get ready, but I've been like towards the stage entrance. There's no way she could have gotten past me without me seeing her. She was very brightly dressed, so I doubt I would have missed her.
Yeah, that's why I thought I recognized her. Well, thanks, Toko. I'll just kind of check around the rooms, just make sure she's.
Of course.
She's all set. So I'll go kind of check out the dressing rooms, see if I see her.
You do not find her. You do see Samuel taking a snooze. Yeah. And Parode, so yeah. Samuel is taking a snooze in his little blanket fort.
Awesome.
But other than that, you don't see anyone besides some of the other regulars that have performed at the song, basically. You see Philippa Red, who plays the mathematical organ. She also performed tonight. She's also one of the regulars here as well. But
all right. Well, I'm gonna go kind of just mingle with the audience, go grab a drink at the bar, kind of let it go for now.
Okay. You come back out into the audience. You definitely saw the almost altercation with Arkin and Zephyr. Not uncommon. But Maeve waves at you as you come by. Good job.
Yeah, did that that I know this happens a lot, but did everything, are they okay?
Zephyr's fine.
What? She's always fine.
She is always fine, but
yeah. And Arkin never is, so.
Yeah,
so all's right with the world.
Yeah, basically. Lots of high tensions with her. So that's the nicest thing I can say about her, but you did a good job tonight, Farideh.
Thanks. And I really do think that Mathiel is getting better. I think he's got a ways to go, but look, he went towards the beginning of the night, and that's harder to do earlier in the show. It's sad, like I see all these people just like stand up and leave when he plays, and he's got to see that too.
Maeve kind of like points at Zephyr.
Yeah,
some people definitely get up and leave. I don't blame him though.
Well, it seems like he has at least one fan, so that's good. That's good.
Yep. Ain't that right, big boy? This is what I directed at you, Karosael. You're a big fan, right? A big wink from Maeve.
Like he didn't catch anything that was being said. He just winks back and continues.
What'd you think of Mathiel's performance tonight, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was great, wasn't it? I thought he really stepped it up a notch. There was that one arpeggio in the middle that just like right around the 6-minute mark.
An arpeggio with percussion.
Yeah, it's the thing. It goes up.
And were we watching the same? To be fair, I was not there. Maybe I should not interject.
Okay, to be fair though, you could hear it from outside.
Right around the 7-minute mark. It was had me on the edge of my seat. Can't wait for next week.
Well, I look over at Arkin and then just start very seriously nodding along with Karosael.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is my husband. Why you gotta do him dirty like this?
It's just so nice to see that he's starting to get fans. I think you're his first real fan.
The first and only.
That's well, hey,
must have very discerning taste.
give it some time. You know, he's getting better, and with more support and confidence, he's going to get even better. So thank you for supporting him.
No problem. Anytime. I will support him any way that he requires support. I'm here for him as a fan, emotionally. You know, if he had any emotions that he wanted to share with me, I'd be there for him.
Oh, you're Karosael. Yeah. He's talked about you.
Oh?
Yeah, you know, just a couple times, you know, here and there. Like he's noticed that you've been in the front row of his performances, and he's just mentioned to me that you've been coming here.
That's it. Like nothing else. Like my rakish charm or dashing good looks.
They've just been real short conversations, you know, just like you know, that guy's back again, and he's in the front row again, and he does know your name, so
that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he knows my name, and I know his name. It is Mothula. I also know his name.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Do you play anything, Karosael?
Only hearts. I'm sorry. No.
Zephyr's going to laugh too loud, very, very fakely. From nearby.
Wow.
You seem like a fun guy, Karosael.
Yeah. I am that's actually the second time I've been told that. I've been told that tonight.
I'm sorry, have I offended you in some way?
No, it's this thing. It's the thing. It's actually, it only really started when I came into Saturnine, whatever this is. Like, I don't know why, but anytime someone mentions a certain F word,
Fun?
No, it's a different F word. It does start with FU though. No, you can't say the fuck word here. What
other FU words are there?
It describes mushrooms.
Fudge?
Oh, but I called you a fun guy. I did not say.
No, I understand, but they sound very similar. It's just mushrooms are pretty great in general.
Toko walks out from the back and waves to you, Farideh.
Look at them go.
Like Toko, she's got all the mushrooms. Does Toko make you cry?
She is lovely.
Oh, do you like my fungus?
This is so beautiful, though. And this time he does actually start crying.
Oh no! Oh, what have I done?
It's just.
Are you okay?
Zephyr is gonna run to the bar and come back with a large martini, and just hand it to Karosael. I apologize. I am so sorry.
Thank you so much.
Just takes one hand and just kind of clasps his shoulder. Just.
He his arms go out, martini in hand, and he just holds them close. Says, "Thank you so much. You're such good friends."
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And he lets them go. I just get that way when I hear that word. It's fine. It's fine. I don't understand it, but it's fine.
As an aside to Toko, I kind of want to say I'm sorry about him. I think he has a crush on everyone that works here. I think so. Just the side of your mushrooms. I don't know. It's just.
I am married, but I guess I'm flattered.
I'm not sure what's going on. He's the one that's into Mothula.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So,
I think that's his whole reputation.
At least
anyway.
with the song.
Anyway, I'm terribly sorry.
You're quite.
So
quite
Alondra,
alright.
Farideh, I don't know that I've met you yet.
Hi, I am Zephyr.
Very nice to meet you. And he holds out his hand and vigorously shakes you.
I feel like Zephyr would just barely be doing it, and then just be like fully shaken by this much larger this like
Oh yeah, it's absolutely.
I think out of everybody, Karosael, I know you know fungus. This is out of character. You don't have to cry again. How
I will.
Seth crying over mushrooms. It's fine. We're all fine. Listen, mushrooms and fungus, fantastic. Does Karosael also know plants, or is it just fungus?
He knows like bare minimum of plants, not a lot, but fungus, like he knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff.
Plants, it's like, oh, I know that this is a leaf.
This one is probably edible.
Listen, it hasn't killed me yet.
Mood. But Alondra, I definitely think you would recognize this. Part of Farideh's bouquet are 2 different types of laurels. One of them is in the larger bouquet with the pink and the white and purple flowers, and then one of them is with the electric blue flower that matches Zephyr's hair.
Interesting.
What is it?
Oh, those bouquets that the final performer produced. There are laurels in them.
Like the old comedian? Oh no, I might be
Perhaps.
too old for this crowd.
A strange coincidence.
Laurels. Do you know what the other ones are? I don't know anything about plants.
Would I know?
I will let anyone who wants
I-
to roll.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would know, but I'll roll for it.
I want to roll just because I feel like it's so out of character. And that's hilarious.
I think that
I haven't rolled yet.
hilarious.
I want to roll something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Um,
you can roll.
I will,
Do we both want to roll? Is that okay?
What?
if I roll?
yeah, you
Yeah,
both can
yeah,
roll.
yeah,
I'm not telling you the challenge for this.
yeah. Okay, what did we roll?
Okay, so this would be some kind of intellect task. So, if you have any skills pertaining to plants or anything like that, you can add that. I don't think anyone does. But you can add intellect bene, apply hidden knowledge, cast magic, or use sortilege along those lines. Just let me know what you're using.
Nah, I'm just gonna roll it.
I do want to use sortilege just because I want chaos.
Okay, let me know what your dice say on
Oh,
what
I will.
roll. Magical flux. Magical flux. Did you get flux?
I'm rolling right now.
Oh, you're rolling right now. Okay.
Yeah, that was a lot.
got a
I just rolled.
Big ol' zero.
Okay,
Rolled an L.
Since you didn't use magic, it does not trigger flux.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Rolled a 5 and an 8. The 5 was on the magic die.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. For some reason, Zephyr, you know a lot about plants. I'm just gonna read these off to you because I feel like at least Seth would know what kind of plants these are.
Seth probably does.
You have there's 2 mountain laurel. There's a mountain laurel and an almond laurel. The one that's with the blue flower is a almond laurel, which is white, and the other one is a pinkish white. There are also cherry blossoms, canterbury bells, blackthorns, and acanthus.
Ooh.
I did put a picture of in our group chat for y'all to see, just get like a visual on what they looked like. The only one that is not there is a fictional flower that I created for this game. They're just known as zaps.
That's so cute.
They're bright teal and spark with electricity. Do you think Zephyr would know flower language, Seth?
Probably not.
You are at least aware of the concept of.
Yes. Like Seth is aware of the concept of flower language. I don't know how much further outside of Zephyr's wheelhouse flower languages.
I would say at least Zephyr knows of it.
Like, knows it exists.
Yeah.
That's fair. I would say that.
Mhm.
Just nothing detailed.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so those are the 5, 6, 7 flowers. I can count, y'all.
The Farideh, was there a, who, was that from the performer with the lovely hat? These flowers.
Have you ever seen her here before?
I have not. I don't think I've seen her anywhere, which is strange.
Yeah. I saw her. I think I saw her before, but she didn't tell me her name. She just gave me these bouquets. I mean, I didn't even perform tonight. I don't know why she's given me flowers.
They're very specific flower choices.
Well, I mean, this one kind of matches you. Maybe
It's
maybe
strange.
you should have this one.
I don't know. I just feel like everyone, and kind of points that towards Maeve, has been stealing my style recently.
Relax, I'll be changing it in the next couple days anyway. You know this.
I'm not sure what this is, but they seem very intentionally put together. They're not just a handful of random flowers. This is a cherry blossom. These are laurels. This is an almond laurel, and this is another kind of laurel. This is a zap. It is very. These are not things that all occur in or are found in the same place easily.
You know a lot about plants. That is incredibly cool.
I don't know why, but yes, it seems I do. I don't own a single one.
I mean, does anyone really own plants?
I almost said something about mushrooms, but I did not want to make you sad.
Small sad. So if they're specific, like what are they supposed to do?
I'm not sure. I don't know what that means. I just know that these were put together to convey a message of some kind.
Well,
I mean,
given that at least 2 of us are searching for someone named Laurel, I wonder if it's some kind of
You're right.
trying to get our attention in some way.
Maybe they were intended for you?
Well, they were pretty intentionally handed to Farideh, so I don't know if...
But I did get 2 bouquets. If 2 of you are looking for a laurel, they might be for you instead of me.
Yes, but this one, Zap, you called it, does seem to...
Yes, a zap.
Yes. That one does seem attuned to your aesthetic.
It is just a little strange that one of my favorite weaving materials is thunder, and that this zap seems to exude electricity. I will admit that is very odd. And although anything is possible here in Saturnine, I do find that their coincidences are rarer than one may begin to believe.
Are you looking for a laurel as well?
I'm not. I'm just here. You know me. I'm always here.
Yeah. Always.
Yep.
Who are you folks looking for?
I'm looking for someone named Laurel Greyfield. She has some property I'm interested in. And I guess Alondra is a friend of hers, so she's gonna help me in my venture. Weird question. So, the laurels, do they grow from gray fields? Like, is that a thing? Is that a connection we should make?
As far as I know, no, they do not. We could, I mean, I don't know, I would have to... Again, I truly do not know how I hold this information in my head. It's very confusing. I would have to possibly check a bookstore of some kind. I don't know. Also, I don't know why I'm invested in this, but I want to understand more about these flowers.
Well, I mean, if you find a flower that looks like you, yeah, that makes sense.
You're right, yes.
You could check out the library. They aren't too far from here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Research.
I could, I suppose. I never go in there. I'm just not a big fan of the proprietors.
Oh, well, Pick's awesome. I mean, Puck. I mean, you know,
Puck's-
you can get by. You can get by.
Huck's kind of an asshole. Is it just me?
No.
No.
Oh, okay, that makes me feel better.
But like half the time you get Pick, so it just roll the dice. You know,
It's true.
it's worth it.
It's a place to start.
Absolutely. It feels a little late tonight, but I'm free tomorrow. Want to go on a caper with me? Figure out some flower stuff.
I did until you called it a caper.
It's not a heist.
That is true.
It would. How about a date?
No.
So it's a caper then.
I will go with caper.
Are you making food jokes?
Caper.
Caper.
That wasn't Alondra's response. That was just I didn't pick up on it.
Yes, good.
No, I wasn't intentionally.
Oh, okay.
But now that I'm hearing it for the first time, you're right.
You are fun.
Amazing.
And capers are great with mushrooms. So
Everything's great with mushrooms.
makes sense.
You should
That
let me
is
cook
true.
for you.
Oh, do you cook?
Oh yeah, I cook all kinds of food, especially mushrooms, because they are very plentiful in my house. There are so many mushrooms in my house. It's
I
pretty
love
great.
that. I mean, I usually just eat the bar food and stuff. I get takeout. I'd love to try your cooking sometime.
Oh, you must be super fast.
What?
So I don't know how fast food works elsewhere. I only have one fast food joint in my area, and you have to actually catch it. You have to chase it down and catch it and bring and hope to God that you did not get the Mushu Gaipan.
You have all heard of the sprint and snack. You have all heard of the sprint and snack before.
I've seen it. They make that all the way to my neighborhood all the time. Like I don't know how they get all the way over here, but every now and then, it's like midnight and you just see them running by.
Yeah, we have a feral orange chicken in our neighborhood.
Ooh. So sorry. But no, yeah. We'll start a caper tomorrow at time isn't real here, so I can't even do 100 hours, whatever.
Oh, I can tell you what time it is.
What time is it?
Oh, I live in a forest or a park of just so many clocks of all different kinds. I can tell you a time, and that maybe we could agree upon.
Perfect. We'll meet up
Perhaps.
then. Where? Where's the library? Where?
It's not too far from here. Do you guys know Treble?
No of it.
The music? No? Okay.
It's-
Well, maybe it's best if we just meet here. We all know where here is.
If you go like down the street from the Whoa, you can find the library.
Library. Okay.
I've been to the Whoa. It's very chill. I like it.
Karosael, this is Maeve. You're saying it wrong. It's the Whoa.
The Whoa. The
Whoa.
Whoa.
The what?
The
It's
whoa.
if you live in the neighborhood, you pick it up. It's the whoa.
Whoa.
Closer.
Okay, and I know where the Whoa is too.
Down
So.
the road from the Whoa.
Although, when is Mothula's next shift tomorrow?
Oh, I mean they're our main bouncers, so they're here pretty much every night once we open.
Let's meet here then.
But we should really get going pretty early in the day. So just in the morning we'll just meet outside.
Sure. In the morning we'll meet outside.
I'll try to
Sounds
keep,
like a plan.
I'll try to keep these alive until then, so we have a good reference.
I mean, they're plants. They're pretty simple.
Okay, I'm I'm better with people than plants. So
If you cut the stems at an angle and place them in lukewarm water, they will keep a bit longer.
oh, okay.
You really
don't
are
know.
very good with plants.
I don't know why I know this.
Good job.
With your
you.
conversation a little bit, the now that open mic night has concluded, the benighted song is much quieter. Probably only like a handful of other patrons and the staff are here. Everyone's just casually drinking.
Weird question. Are there still dead people? Like, like a lot of dead people, or the average amount of dead people?
A little less than average of ghosts and the dead are around.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like last couple of the dead are leaving.
Okay. Just curious. Well, I'm gonna head out. I think this was more than enough excitement. I have a plan, and that's good. And gets up to exit.
Good to meet you, Karosael.
We'll see you
You too.
tomorrow.
Farewell. It was wonderful to make your acquaintance.
You guys too, and makes like an absolute beeline to the door. The door.
Yeah, the door. Okay. You do need to, when exiting the benighted song, you do kind of like need to let Mothula know that there's someone trying to exit, which usually involves just giving like a pat on the inside wing from the interior.
Man, this is fine. He's fine with it. And like he does a little double tap on the back of the wings and like gets that little bit of dust on his hands.
A little ruffle and the wing parts for you to open. To let you out.
As he steps out. Thank you. So your performance tonight, wow, it was inspiring.
Little ruffling, kind of like little antennae twitch. Thank you. Karosael, right?
Yeah. I'm so glad you know my name, Mothula. You, like, how did you learn to play bongos? That's just amazing.
I found them at Treble. They're so much fun. I went looking for Treble for a while, trying to find something. It took forever, but I finally found bongos. I'm so happy someone likes it.
I'm really happy you found them, and they're such an intricate instrument, and you're able to just play them with such panache and the passion in your. Oh, are they hands? What are they? What are your grabbies?
Mare doesn't know. Mare does not know.
I'll Google.
Google search.
Insert word here of the little things that.
What are your grabbies?
Ah. Well, your work with are just amazing. I can tell that you practice, and that's
Thank
you
you.
always love to hear that.
Thank you.
So
little-
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be coming here tomorrow with some friends. You gonna be around?
Not till later. I do have. I just work here. I don't live here.
Oh, I didn't hear the door, so I didn't know how. You know, it's weird here. Everything's weird here. It was good. It was good talking to you. Thank you. Bye.
Have a nice night, Karosael.
They're just called legs.
Okay, they're just called legs. Thank you. Thank you.
He can't play bongos with his legs.
Watch him.
He is.
Yes,
He's
he
got a whole
can.
bunch of them.
Just legs.
Karosael has left the building in a gay panic.
It's okay.
And I didn't quite get your name. Is it Alondra?
Yes. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I saw you talking to Arkin earlier. Are you friends?
We socialize as needed.
I am so sorry.
As am I. But you know, sometimes people are helpful in certain ways.
Kyle has brought Arkin away from the table to the... And Kyle has intentionally brought Arkin away from Zephyr at, like, the bar towards the end a little bit. So, you don't have to
the
worry.
goal was not for that to be an earshot of her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I do
mean,
admire your performance. You're quite talented.
Oh, thank you. So you've seen me before.
Well, you know, Arkin's a fan.
Yes, I did pick up on that. She's very enthusiastic. You know, she's been a supporter of mine for a couple months. So
Yeah, she gives herself a large portion of the credit for your success. I wasn't sure if you were aware.
Arkin does?
Oh, she discovered you and all.
Sure.
Is this something that she says?
Of course, it's just something that she says.
Fascinating. Zephyr is going to grab 5 napkins. Farideh, do you mind? You can use my back if you need a surface, but and we'll produce a pen. Will you just sign all 5 of these for me, right quick?
What do you need?
Just
For? What are you gonna do with them?
Nothing.
Are they for like all the weavers? Like what are you doing?
No, please. We know you.
Yeah. Oh.
It's not for these. I will be presenting them as autographs, but I will be the only one in possession of them. I'm not giving them to anyone. I'm not bribing anyone.
Fine. Okay. If it's innocent enough.
It is not, but I'm not doing anything with them. I'm just doing something adjacent to them.
Well, I'm intrigued.
I don't trust you, but I'm also
Farideh,
very
you know
curious.
I do not lie.
So I'm gonna give you 1.
Could I please have more than 1? Please.
Okay, I want to see where this. Yes. Okay, here's your 5. Here you go.
Thank you, Farideh. You
Whatever.
are the best. Thank you so much.
Anyway, everyone else in your Weaver cell has already left, Zephyr except for Maeve. I'll see everyone next meeting. I will look different, Zephyr.
I was about to say, the next time I see you, I hope you have changed this so that it is not this.
It's just gonna be bright pink instead of green. Probably. I think I'm
That's
thinking
fine.
pink.
Well, that's fine. It's different enough to stop.
Yeah, I'll see you next meeting. I'm gonna go get my hair dyed.
Is the meeting gonna be here again?
You know the answer to that question.
It's been here for years.
Yeah, it just like again.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See you from afar then.
Welcome to pop in, say hi. Anyway,
Nope.
I'll see y'all. She hops
I don't think
over.
she understands, Farideh, I don't think she has picked up on the fact that you are, not coming back.
Oh, I think she knows, and she doesn't care.
That is also possible.
So what are you gonna do with those?
Okay, fine, if you want to know so badly, I cannot tell a lie. Since you know that Arkin and I live very close to each other, I was just going to make a little small show of waving them around on our way home. Just as a reminder that, these are things that I have that you do not. Haha.
Well, don't be too mean about it, okay?
Oh, I won't. I was just going to, something. Hold on. I will allow me to demonstrate. And we'll pick up the things that she signed. Just, just one of these.
Okay, that is funny. Okay, yeah. Go for it.
I knew you would like it.
Yeah.
I knew you would like it. In that case, I should actually get going if I want to be able to cross paths with her. So I will take my leave. I will see you, I'm sure, tomorrow. Alondra, it was nice to meet you.
You as well. Just on a quick note, it is beneficial to me that she does not move house back to her store. If you have any, terrorize her as much as you'd like. But if you could maybe, just not cross that line, I'd appreciate it.
Well, I will say that truthfully, I have no interest in her living situation as it is. Whether she leaves or not is of no consequence to me, so if she moves, it will not be on my account.
Excellent. Her store is, more occupied than she knows.
Yes. I don't see, but that's okay. You do not have to. Obviously, you do not owe me an explanation. I understand, but I will not. I will not be setting her house ablaze or anything like she thinks I'm trying to.
Appreciated.
Of course. And Zephyr will take her leave.
As you take your leave, Kyle notices you. Oh, heading home.
Yes, I need to get home, get some sleep.
If you stop by sometime late next week, I might be able to give you a little more information.
Of course, yes, take all the time you need. But I don't have much else to do other than be here and at home, so I can stop by next week, of course.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I know you and Arkin kind of live close to each other. She just left.
Perfect.
So you can just keep an eye on her. She had a couple extra drinks at the end of the night. I know you don't like her. Just make sure she doesn't trip
I will
and
make
break
sure
her
she
nose.
does not literally die. I will do
that.
I
That
can
would
do
be
that.
appreciated.
I
Thank you.
can do that.
Thanks.
Yes. Oh, here, take one of these.
He'll take it.
Just take that.
Farideh.
Yes.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Just keep it.
Okay, and he'll fold it up and put it in his breast pocket. Thanks.
Yeah, just keep it. Hold on, wait. And Zephyr will turn it so that, you can clearly see whose signature it is, just kind of sticking up from the pocket. All right, and we'll pat him on the shoulder, and we'll thank you again for your assistance, and we'll go.
Before we do that last scene, Alondra and Farideh, is there anything else you would like to do and talk about?
I don't think so. I think Alondra would just kind of take her leave.
Okay.
Yeah. See you tomorrow for our caper.
Oh yes, it should be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Alondra, you head home. Farideh, you head home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the back. Just check on Samuel, make sure he's all snuggled up.
He's snuggled up. He cozy in his little burrito. And we will quickly follow Zephyr. As she heads home. Oh, this is way too serious music. Let's go back to jazz. It's fine. Yeah, do you want to tell us about a bit what's going on, Zephyr, as you start heading home?
Yeah, Zephyr's just gonna, honestly, probably try and speed walk in front of Arkin. She's not super interested in keeping an eye on her, but this way she thinks that, okay, I don't have to look at her, and also if, she could see me fanning these, and I can keep an eye out if there's, I don't know, a step that she might fall down or some shit.
As you walk forward a little bit, she kind of speed walks, she's stumbling a little bit. She's had a little too much to drink. Ahead of you. Stop following me home, Zephyr.
I'm trying to get past you, first of all. Second of all, you know that we are neighbors.
And she keeps going.
All right. Well, you do that. You can do it. Don't fall. Don't do anything.
And eventually, you both make it to a small sign that's kind of set in a clock face called Hickory Dickory Clock Garden. And you live here. There's clocks everywhere. Arkin kind of starts making a beeline down the path. I swear, if your snake ate my mouse, Zephyr.
Listen, you know that snakes get full very easily. I think that it had a meal recently. I don't think it is, I don't think it would be too hungry.
And
probably. We'll find out.
She's rushing down the thing, where she eventually crouches down and holds a little mouse in her hands, just giving you a glare.
Oh, did you want, by the way, just since you are here, did you want one?
What? How did you get those?
What these? I just, I have probably 1,000. We're friends,
Have a lovely night, Zephyr. And
I will, thank you.
She puts her little mouse up on a branch, and she just kind of disappears into her home, the mouse.
Well, at least she got home safely. I think Zephyr will fold one up really, really tiny and give it to the mouse. Or put it next to the mouse just to
Oh, the mouse just begins to chew on it.
That's fine.
It not even bring it into the house.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm doing mouse things.
That's cool. Oh, you don't want to give it to her either? That's fine, I understand. And then Zephyr will attempt to locate her snake.
Easy enough.
Okay, cool. Oh, I see you're behaving today. That's good.
Looks
Thank
up
you
at
for not eating my neighbor's house.
Little snake tongue at you.
Yes. And Zephyr will pick it up and go home.
I think that's a beautiful place to end today. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the premiere of Secrets Beyond the Suns, an Invisible Sun campaign. For those of you not familiar with Invisible Sun, part of the end of session stuff that we do is advancement. Each character follows a specific character arc, which is a type of goal that they're trying to accomplish. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around the table. Everyone is going to say, hey, 1, do you think you advanced your character arc? 2, whether you felt a joy or despair for the session. And then just tell us where we can find you, what other things you do, and any upcoming things that you got going on, and your favorite part for the night. Who wants to go first? GM goes last.
I'll go. Let's see. So, the goal that Farideh is working towards is trying to join this new organization known as the Troubadours. I don't know of if I would say she advanced. Definitely, she was focused on that, but I don't know if I actually gained ground in that direction.
Based off what you and I personally talked about on how Faraday's arc is gonna go, I would say definitely you advanced.
Great.
So you can get 1 acumen.
Yay! And overall for the session, definitely a joy. I mean, she got to present some music. She got to see some new faces in the crowd who enjoyed the performances, and now has some mysterious flowers to go check out next time. So definitely a joy.
Where can we find you? Tell us a bit about yourself.
So of all the folks here, I'm the only one that doesn't do other streaming things. So I don't have another Twitch or anything to point you towards. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Aragorn's Girl. I run live streams of Folk Club in my daytime, and I often talk about sound girl problems and other kind of music related stuff. So you can follow me there if you want to see me. But the only thing I'm doing will be back here next Saturday.
Who'd like to go next?
I'll go.
Are we doing favorite part?
Oh, yeah, favorite part. Sorry. Thank you. Favorite part, Abby.
Oh, favorite part. Definitely grabby hands. Whatever Gonah said about what did you play with? All of the Karosael Macula interactions brought much joy, but particularly that ending scene where you're what was that? Highlight, definitely.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So I'll go next. And advanced, I think Karosael, he has a directive. So even though he's not technically closer to getting, like, he wasn't as close as he thought he was going to be. He at least has a direction to go. So I would say that he did advance in his arc, which is to have his own shop, specifically in the marquee.
Perfect. And joy or despair?
I'd say joy. Like, husband knows his name. and also, like, he very much misses having a team, and it kind of it's got that same feeling of a group of people who are coming together to do this thing that's totally gonna be legal.
Totally. And then tell us a bit about yourself and your favorite part. Where can we find you?
So my Twitter is at Gonah_Hawking. And I do stream on here on Twitch. Link is in the chat. Thank you very much, Mayor. I mostly stream League, but I am also going to be starting something sometime in the weekend. It's gonna depend. That is more like horror spooky games. So like I mentioned Lady Dimitrescu I'm playing that. I am 100% playing Resident Evil 8 on my stream. So like if you want to gay panic with me, follow my stream and we will absolutely fall in love with the, what is it, 9'6"?
9'6".
So tall.
Ooh, so tall. Anyway, I'm here. Yeah, so I stream. I also join other people's streams sometimes, and I'm trying to get more into charity work as followers and all that kind of stuff go up. Yeah, I think that's all the places you can. I have links in, like, on my Twitter or my Twitch, so check those out. My favorite part of the night, honestly, Mare, your descriptions of the performances, like the accordion, the floor accordion, I loved that, and even the fire dance performance, like, absolutely amazing. Good job, thank you.
I'll go next. So I think Alondra definitely progressed in her goal, in that she has a lead now towards finding Laurel for undisclosed reasons. I think definitely joy for the session. My favorite part, besides all of the excessive gay panic, which I am here for, was probably Zephyr antagonizing Arkin.
Oh my gosh.
Just because it was great. Am I forgetting anything else besides the where to find us stuff?
You did your acumen, your joy and despair, where to find you, and favorite part. That's it.
Okay, so the where to find me, I am at a theater file on all of the things, primarily Twitter and Twitch. I do have an Instagram, but it's not super active. On my Twitch channel, I primarily stream vintage video games, so only games that are 10 years old or older. Right now, we're playing through Kingdom Hearts and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, but we've also got some original Fallout, some Zelda, that kind of stuff on the back burner as well. So if you're into old video games and general shenanigans, you can go ahead and give me a follow on Twitch. And yeah, that's it.
All right, fine. That leaves me. Hi, I'm Seth. I had the distinct pleasure of being Zephyr tonight. I could say that I definitely advanced my arc of joining an organization, seeing as Arkin's much less annoying brother literally works for the organization that I want to join. It may not be the exact faction I'm after, but it is damn well I foot in the door. So I'm going to take a big old fat acumen there. Thank you. On that note, I will also be taking a big old joy. I got to listen to some music. I got to hang out with my Weaver cell. I got to meet someone else who despises Arkin as much as I do, and I got to terrorize Arkin and like suffer no consequences. So that's a great day in my book. So yeah, I'll be taking a joy as well. Favorite part is honestly extremely difficult for me to nail down because I kept having to mute myself because I kept laughing so hard. And like it got to the point where my cats were like, "Are you good?" Love all the gay panicked moments. I guess if I have to pick a specific moment, it's probably gonna go to Gonah with the you can't say the fuck word.
Which hint? Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Can I be honest? Like, I wasn't sure if like we could swear on the stream, and then there was some point where Seth said "fuck," and I was like, "Oh, cool, we can." Cool.
I like explicitly asked before we started because I was just like, wait, can I?
I mean, also, I don't know if anyone can stop me from swearing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna take it for my favorite part. That was so fucking funny. As far as other places to find me, you can find me here every Saturday at noon Central, of course, being Zephyr. You can also find me on Twitch /OpenForAdventure, where I play Rashiel, a mechanical nano who fuses flesh with steel. In Numenera Remnant. There will not be Numenera Remnant tonight because we are down a player due to a vaccine, which is good. But we'll be back next Saturday night, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at KillXJill. I will probably throw it in the chat, but I don't know, I play whatever I want to, whatever I want. And I'm thinking about streaming Hades after this, so maybe I'll do some of that, who knows?
Heck yeah. And last but not least, hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. You can also find me on the Numenera Remnant game at 8:30 Eastern on Open for Adventure, not this week, but next week, because as Seth said, vaccine stuff. This is my channel. I do have a schedule up, and I will be here every Saturday GMing the game. I got streams tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, playing Golden Sunday. And tomorrow there's actually another one-shot, All Upgrades Fair in Love and War, which is a City of Mist one-shot being run by Pablo, who is tender_ideas on Twitter. It's gonna be very queer heist set in the City of Mist system. And I'm just playing a version of myself. It's fine. Yeah, check out my schedule. I also do stuff on Mondays. There's going to be a one-shot on the 7th of March, and I'm going to do a charity stream on my birthday, March 16th, so stick around for that. Heck yeah. You will see, I think, every single face here on that stream. If schedules work out, so stick around. This is not Open for Adventure. There are no warm fuzzies to do. So everybody have a lovely weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye!